Hi, my name is Jacob and welcome to the first episode of brand new podcast. Here, we are going to speak about traveling, different experiences, self-development, self-growth, confidence, charisma. What's more? Experiences, charisma, confidence. How am I so chaotic? I was supposed to create this episode with, help of my notes because I'm writing a lot and I have everything prepared for this episode. But no, this is going to be so natural and genuine. At least I hope so. My name is Jacob, as I mentioned. I'm from Poland, so I don't speak as fluently English as I thought I will be. I'm 20 years old and I'm trying my best to make your life a little bit better day by day with a smile on my and your face, hopefully. There's a thing. I'm creating content in social media, surely for myself as well, because it gives me energy. It gives me something that nothing else could ever give me. I'm working out since I'm so young. I started working out when I was 13. I'm taking cold showers when I was how old? 14. So I'm taking cold freaking showers for 6 years, but nothing is giving me more energy during the day, during my whole existence as a human being, than creating content. Because there's a time in your life when you are just in poverty of energy. There's nothing you can employ, no thoughts, no movements of your limbs, nothing whatsoever. But there are some times that your creativeness is only constrained by confidence, by how bold you are, how crazy you want your life to look like. So that's why I'm creating the content, to make you smile a little bit. Because I'm human, I'm just a human, I make my own mistakes. And I do all these things so you don't have to make mistakes that I did. I'm not the guy who will tell you, okay, I'm 55 years old and I have all the experience. You have to listen to me. I'm from Russia. I speak... Nope. I just realized that when I speak English right now, I can do accents. I can do the same accent in Polish, but it won't work the same way I think it's going to work. But anyway, here is me, my ADHD brain, which wasn't examined yet. There's going to be a lot of chaotic thoughts in the way I record things, especially when I have notes prepared. I know what to say, at least. Okay, I'm improvising. I have everything prepared, as I mentioned, but I'm not using. I'm improvising because that's how life looks like. You can be ready for whatever is coming, but if you don't trust yourself and you don't know how to improvise when challenges come, you won't make it. And that's what I want to share here in this podcast. A few things that you don't know about me. As I mentioned, I'm working out at the gym. Jacob, start from the beginning. When I was a child, when I was a kiddo, the small kiddo, I was 4 feet in a hat. I mean, when I was 7 years old, or even younger, I was going to kindergarten. I was that kid who wouldn't shut up. I couldn't zip my mouth. I was talking about anything. I didn't care. I was speaking about a guy on a rodeo, the Western guys with pistols and horses and lassos, however you may call these, the desert thingy. I was speaking about this thing. I was speaking about cactuses, about jumping as high as I can, about swimming the ocean, about fighting dragons. That was me. And I had the energy from beyond to do so. People hated me because of it, but I brought smile. I really hope that I brought a lot of smile to people. But I was playing on nerves too. My dad is remembering me of that every day. And that's how life went. Then I went to primary school, then high school, but in primary school, I was 13 years old when I got myself interested. I was 12. I got myself interested in self-development things like confidence, how to find and make genuine connections with people, relationships, which I don't have, how to be, this alpha male, this sigma male, get all the girls in the world. That's how my life started to work out. I'm not saying about the girls. I'm saying about trying to be more charismatic, work on my creativeness, how my mind even works, and how do I perceive the world around me, and how I even approach it. This is what I think has the greatest matter that we don't even realize. It's all about the way that we approach life, not the way it approaches us, because many of people are approached probably the same way, like, similar. You can resemble some traits for these things, but the way of your approach means everything. The mindset, this quote unquote mindset that every internet coach is speaking about. I wanted to change something in my life. I knew that I won't be that standard mediocrity. How do you even spell that, pronounce it, or whatever? I didn't want to be the same guy as everyone else around me. I had the strange perception because I was watching YouTube. A small child watching Minecraft videos and then toggling to videos about self-improvement and being alpha male. That didn't work out the way I thought it's going to work out at that age. But I mixed it up really nicely. And so then I started working out at the gym, at my home gym, because at the gym I was at the age of 16. I was doing these, 30 days abs, working out every day, my ass off, just building all these muscles. I didn't want to be a bodybuilder. It didn't even cross my mind because I knew it's going to be really hard work to even achieve a little bit of being muscle guy. I wanted to get girls, nothing more. But then life happened and I realized, but nothing is so, constant as change, as people around you, and the only thing that there is going to be always is you and only you. So in my case, it's going to be me. Then I tried to not only build muscles, but to work out on my body, to get to know it more, how my mind works, because everything is connected. I was going to be someone who tries all these things in life to make him better and better and better. I don't want to repeat myself. I didn't record episodes for a really long time, so I hope I have this energy and I don't have this flow. My God, it's so freaking hard. But anyway, here we go. I'm working out at the gym since I was 16. I hated every second of it. I won't tell that I didn't, but I didn't. Maybe I'm not the guy who tells you working out is so enjoyable and everything, go through pain even if it's not. For me, it wasn't so enjoyable, but still I made it for 6, even right now it's 7 to 8 years, working out regularly as I only could, because there are some break during a year, you don't want to do workouts and you don't do them. You're a child, you're a young adult or whoever you are, you just don't want to do things and you just don't do them. You are not David Goggins of everything in life, at least workouts. I'm the guy, going to the things that are really important. I'm the guy who likes to do things 100%. So when I was doing workouts, I did my research. I did all the things to improve progress in this. This is journey for life. So I feel pretty confident of how my body and my mind works right now with working out. So it's cool. Then I started creating content on social media about nutrition, training, and healthy habits. And this is how my life goes till now. Then I did some traveling around the world. I flew to England with my friend. We had really nice week. I met few people. At least I waved at them and they waved back. But I didn't approach them because I was scared. But still, that was my first experience speaking English in a foreign country. Then I worked internationally in Germany and Spain. So that was a crazy thing as well. I had a month of working in a company with events, helping them out. And what I did, I was speaking to everyone. I didn't care who you are. If you are a businessman who owns few companies, or you are just a mediocre person or employee who just does amazing job, or whatever you're doing, whoever you are, I was speaking to everyone at the same level. So I'm saying, with my energy, with my smile, with the gratitude I have for life, openness and the confidence in my voice, because I genuinely wanted to know some things from these people, how they are doing, how is their approach to life, or anything that I can get my life a little bit better. And I think I made a lot of progress because of it. So I spoke English. I gained lots of confidence. And right now, I just came back from United States. Who would have told? Who would have told? Freak this thing. Who would tell that all these small things, doing social media, getting out of my comfort zone bit by bit, it wasn't one day thing. What I mean, I didn't make one call. I didn't send one email. I didn't create one piece of content on my social media. I was doing these things for years. For 2-3 years. I'm not that old. I have a beard. A really pretty beard. But it's not about my beard. You have to do things constantly. Even if people around you tell you otherwise, man, Jacob, don't do this. You won't have money out of this thing that you are doing. Don't dance to the camera. Jacob, don't dance to the camera. Why are you dancing to the camera? Why are you singing? I can't even understand what you are saying, but it's not singing. But if you are doing these things, you are getting out of yourself, out of your old self. Things are starting mysteriously, as a mystery, happen. So there was one day that me and my friend, we thought, what's going to happen after I finish school? This year, 2023, was a year that I finished high school. I'm 20 years old. There's nothing more for me. I'm going to live my life right now. I don't go to college because I don't want to. I don't want to strain myself with this thing. That's not for me. I want to create. I want to give value. I want to experience life as I do it, by discipline, by motivation. Not something what people tell me to do. Every job I did, there's a disclaimer. I was supposed to speak about how did I get to United States and the project I embarked on. I mean, in every job, I don't want to say I didn't work my ass off. I feel like I didn't work a day, but seriously, people around me were telling that this is a hard job that we are doing. But I didn't feel it that way because I know every step I make in my life, however hard it may seem at the moment, there's going to be maybe tomorrow that I'm working for. I'm working toward some goals that I set myself with the purpose in my heart. So that's why I was working in the McDonald's for half a year as a hospitality leader. So I was this guy in the lobby blue. I was this guy in the lobby that asked, how is your day? I love your shirt. I love the tattoos you have. This is Dragon Ball. Kamehameha. I was noticing things and smiles and comments I wouldn't even tell that they are possible to happen toward me. I'm saying everyone was happy with the job I was doing, even happy more than I thought that I'm doing the job too. I was always doing things natural to me. I'm saying out of my comfort zone totally. I was the guy who didn't speak to anyone before. When I was 16, I was scared to speak with people. Nothing like this right now. I'm saying by getting out of my comfort zone and doing things with a smile because I had a purpose, I feel like I didn't work a day in my life, in actual job. I was working few things. So about this project, about Camp America, because this is the moment in life that my life, the whole thing, my existence has changed. And I'm going to speak more about these things 100%. This is video, this is so chaotic as it only can be. This is the first episode. So please, with a grain of salt, with, closed eyes, closed ears, let's bear these next 10 minutes or so, who knows. I still have my phone screen open, so I see that it's 16 minutes and 19 seconds, and I hate it. I'm gonna work on this thing. I want to deploy this episode tonight, about this project. Camp America. Camp America is international agency that allows people from Europe, Australia, maybe from Asian countries as well, to fly to United States to work at the summer camp with kids, with young adults, with kids. And this is exactly how it worked for me. I didn't know about this company for a long time, but then I realized that I got to know a bit by bit, watching through these TikToks videos, going on my Instagram or anywhere else, that I actually knew about it. I just didn't want to bear my mind with, okay, I can do this, but I'm too scared, so let's go scroll more. Life is about doing things that we are scared of and getting results that we never expected that we can ever get. So I signed myself for this program, Camp America. Who could tell? Maybe I will go to the United States, maybe I won't. I paid some fees, but this is the money that is investment for the whole life. And I don't regret any second applying for this program, how the whole program worked. I got to spend 3 beautiful months working at summer camp. Then after the summer camp, I met people who changed the way I think about myself, think about my purpose for life, how my life in general is going to look like, what things I'm capable of, what people I met. How everything changed, to be honest. My confidence, my charisma, my way of articulating my thoughts. I know you can't hear it in this podcast. Maybe you expected something else, but this is me. My name is Jacob. My name is Jakub. And I'm creating these things. Everything changed. I was working in the summer camp as a counselor for kids aged 6 to 12, but mostly the ages, 8, 9, 10. So these little guys, because I had boys, these little guys, they were fantastic. They were not monsters. They really influenced me on many layers that I couldn't even imagine I have. When you're in a foreign country, you are not used to speaking different language, because in your hometown you're speaking Polish, Espanol, Francais, Italian, Japanese. Gohan to mizu kudasai. Ozu yoroshike. I'm doing Duolingo classes. But jokes aside, when you're used to things, you don't want to change them. Or in the other case, if you are like me, if you're this person who has wandering soul that wants to experience life as it is, with the whole variety of emotions, feelings, people, situations you are placed into. If you want to do it, you are going to enjoy this program, and the way is going to change you. So if you ever hesitated, if you're going to be great counselor, camp power, because you had few options. You could be a counselor. I don't want to get into the details, but you could be a camp power. So eventually you would work in the kitchen, helping out in the organization of the whole camp, how it works from the other side. But working as a counselor, as a person who's responsible on the paper, that you have to take care of these kids. You have to make their experience the best that there is for these next 7 weeks. You're just faced with something that doesn't seem as possible. I was scared. I was stressed, but I had this strange peace in my heart that I knew that by trusting myself, that by trusting the process, I'm gonna enjoy every bit of being a counselor. And then, I'm gonna make you closer. Shit. I have mine. I don't have my tea anymore. No cuts. I'm gonna bring you closer to the way I was approaching kids. It sounds so awful. At the summer camp. Okay, hi guys. I know. Okay. I should. It's the best way. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how I was waking up them every night, because we are sleeping in the same dorm cabin. A bunk that the kids were sleeping. We had 2 counselors or even 3 counselors in the same bunk, and 8 kids. So I was waking up everyone with the music, the shy like. Okay, guys, wake up, wakey. It's the most beautiful day. We got to wake up. Why am I singing when there is no music in the background? This was so stupid. Abort the mission. I'm saying, I felt like a kid. Really, I felt and I behaved like a kid during the whole summer. And I was paid for it. And even my employers enjoyed my work. That's crazy thing. I got to be myself. I danced on the stage. I gave a speech. I was leading classes, strength training and conditioning. I was running with the kids and shouting at them. That was the most beautiful time of my life. And they enjoyed it too. They were smiling after the things I was doing with them. It sounds horrible as I'm saying it out loud and I'm looking at these towers of audio in the app. Yeah, okay, so the whole experience, to wrap it up and don't prolong it too long, it changed me many ways. I'm not the same person I was before. I'm open to much more experiences that I wasn't ready before, totally. I'm more confident, more charismatic. I speak in ways that I didn't realize I even can. I influence people, at least those small little children, I'm really open to new relationships with friendships with people. And I just love contact. I love to bring smile. I love the energy that I can give to people, and the people give the energy back to the world. I don't say necessarily they give energy back to me. I don't care if you give me the energy. If you don't give me the energy, we won't be close as a friends or anything. That's a whole deal. But if you have this energy inside of you to create, to smile more frequently, to be more confident, to be charismatic person, to get out of your comfort zone more often than you did before, I'm so happy. Because that is my goal. That is my purpose in the whole creation of things that I'm doing. And that's it. My name was and still is Jacob. And keep that smile, because it looks good on you. Okay. Seriously, this podcast is going to be, as I mentioned, about variety of things. It can be about self-development, self-growth, confidence, being more charismatic, getting things done in life, and going through life as a champion. But I'm not that guy. I'm not David Goggins, unfortunately. I'm going to run since January, maybe. I will have 4 months to do so, to get in shape, because I'm going back to United States once again. And traveling. Totally. I hope I will travel. About creating things on social media. Seriously, to wrap this thing up, I don't want to prolong it. I'm so chaotic. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for being out there and bringing the smile to people around you. I know it's hard at some times in life, but you made it through. And emotional health is not the thing I'm educated on, but I know a lot. I mean, I spend more times talking to myself about how to get through things, how to get and make my life work. So many times that I stopped caring. I just want to do my thing. I want to have purpose. I want to wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. because that's my best time, but I'm still lazy and I wake up at 8 or 9 a.m. I want to do things because my heart tells me to make them. I want to meet people along the way. That's a crazy thing that happens. When you open yourself and you just get out of this quote-unquote comfort zone, there's life. There's life you never imagined that you can have, but you always unconsciously dreamt of. So I leave you with this thought. I will leave you. You can leave me with review. You can write a comment. You can give me some feedback. Seriously. This is a safe place to speak openly about things that bother us. If you want me to talk about anything on the next episode, I'm so open, because I'm creating this not for myself. I did enough for myself and I'm good. Just sheer process of creating gives me enough energy that I can keep on doing it. So, if you're happy with me ending this episode, I want you to leave a review in epitome of 5 stars if you liked it. If you didn't like it, you don't have to leave any stars. I like how it looks right now. Only 5 stars allowed. But seriously, if you liked it, I'm so happy. You can write to me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram, Jakub Schneider _ JKUBSZNAJDER _ on Instagram. You can find me on X, Threads, YouTube soon. I'm on TikTok. I'm going to be back on TikTok with my crazy dances and late night thoughts. So be prepared for this thing. But seriously, if you want to keep in touch and get to know what things I have in my pocket, I'm not wearing I'm wearing pants. So I have pockets. And follow, be here, because that's the place I'm creating for you. And thank you. Thank you for being till the end. And that's it. Thank you. I wish